na coconut. You okay there, bro? No, don't show my mail.
Yeah,
What do you think of me with these glasses that I'm
I feel like you killed Rambo and stole his glasses.
That's not
We're gonna make a new movie. It's Rambo, Woman Blood instead of First Blood, and you're gonna be the first female Rambo. Yeah. Sylvester Stallone, watch out.
So.
What are we doing?
So Jaden, so we're getting married in about 10 or so weeks.
Yeah.
More or less. Hopefully less. Just kidding. We're so excited, right?
Yeah.
Now, but
Honey, we didn't shut the
I'm
fly
literally.
screen.
Well, can you shut it?
I'll shut the fly screen.
Thank you. So we wanted to do a video because we're getting married soon, and so we wanted to kind of have something to remember or to look back on of. Ew! Not bad.
You remember that.
I don't want to look back on
You
that.
so remember that.
I'm marrying a human being, not a puppy dog. And so we want to remember like what we were grateful for in each other. Sounds very cheesy, but I mean it does mean a lot, because even after dating for almost 2 years, when we look back on how it was on the start and how like grateful we are for each other, it's really like inspired us and motivated us to be better for each other, be better people for each other. So I mean, if you find this cheesy, then you don't need to watch. No one's forcing you, even though.
No, I'm forcing you. You better watch. You better hit the like button down below.
And subscribe.
Subscribe.
But so yeah, Jaden, what's the first thing that you are grateful for in this relationship?
Definitely Jerry's humor. I think that she gets me. That's probably not the first thing though. The first thing is her positivity. Just every time she speaks, she always speaks in a positive manner. And I know for me, when I've been down, you've sort of just spoke positive things, and it's really just changed my day, changed my week, just changed my mindset. So that's the best thing that you've ever done, and has been just positive. Yeah. It's rare too. If you find a woman or a husband or a wife or whatever, find whatever.
A partner.
A dog, who knows? A puppy dog?
A kitten sometimes too.
No,
they
we don't like it. But if you do find somebody who brings that joy and brings your negative situations into a positive light, definitely
put a ring on it.
Yeah, humans, no animals, just humans. Because I was talking about the puppy dog and the cat.
Yeah.
Alright, don't marry a cat.
Don't marry a cat. Anyway, alright, what's another thing?
No, isn't it your turn?
Oh, is it my turn? Alright, my turn. What I'm really grateful for with you is how much you are so teachable. And the crazy thing is, when I first saw him, I thought that he was just the most proudful, like arrogant guy.
Which I am.
Which, like, quote unquote he is, but quote unquote like people think he is.
Oh, thanks.
But when it comes to like disagreements or arguments, or like when we clash with each other, you're always the first one to be like, honey, like what do I need to change, or what do I need to do? Or when it's my fault, because shocker, I have more of a pride problem than he does. You're not supposed to agree.
Say never.
Oh, okay, he says never. Wink, wink. But yeah, he's always the first one to say sorry, even when it's my fault. And I'm really grateful because you're so teachable and flexible and ready to change for the benefit of us, you know, of the relationship. And yeah, I love that. I love that about you.
Thanks, man.
What's another thing that you're grateful for?
There's so much, but I've forgotten them all because I'm just a man. Forgive me.
I think something.
Oh, I found it. Oh, but no, you go with your second one. Your second one sounds good.
I think something that we're both grateful for is that we can sense when there's something up with each other, especially spiritually and like emotionally, mentally. Like we can sense. We can. All right. We can sense when we just need when the other person is down without that person saying so, and when something's not right, like especially spiritually, and we would always ask each other like, do you want me to pray, or do you want us to pray, or I think we should pray. And sometimes the other person says no, like I don't want to pray, because they don't feel like it, because when you're down you really don't feel like praying. But because we're still so persistent in the relation, like we're still so persistent that we pray anyways, even when the other person hasn't really given consent, which is such a good thing, because after prayer it just like shifts the atmosphere and how the other person is feeling and how the relationship feels, which is so healthy and so good. And another thing is that when we feel like down, we, like one person or both of us, we never just let it stay down. Like we always do something about it. We never let it like settle. No, that's the wrong word. Like
fester.
Yeah, we never let it fester, and we just make sure that
take over.
Possess.
Possession.
No. Like we always make sure that that it never, like if I feel having a bad attitude towards him or vice versa, like we never just let that stay for more than, I don't know, max an hour or like 2 hours. We always do something about it, like we, you know, if there's a lie in our head or a disagreement or whatever, we just never let it just stay. We really, like in the moment, we know we have to kick it out and deal with it, otherwise it's not going to be good.
Yeah. The second thing for me is just somebody who worships Jesus. Jerry is just an amazing person who always worships God, and that really helps me as a Christian as well, just to sort of know, okay, well, she's got my back when I'm down. And I think that's the best thing about you as well, part 2 of best things about you. Just the fact that you love God, and that really helps me just to get in track and go, you know what, I need to worship God too. It's almost like following the leader, you know. Sometimes the leader is down, so the new leader takes over and you follow her, and they heal you and they mend you, and then when they're down, you cover them and you protect them, and that's what you are, honey. It's like you're like a shield, and you protect me when I'm down. So.
Thank you. That's so good. Thank you.
Yeah, I was gonna say that for our wedding day.
Oh.
Spoiler.
What else? I'm trying to think. We're so fun. I'm so grateful that I'm marrying my best friend. Like we just enjoy each other's company, and we're like best friends, and we joke a lot. And one of the things I'm so grateful for with you is that you love the Philippines, and you love my family and your family. You're just a family person, which I think is so important. Like I can't. Oh no! One. So there's so many. Another thing I'm so grateful for with you is you love food.
Yeah. So if you can't tell, I'm actually trying to slim down for the wedding, but it's like a little baby's in here, you know, a little food baby. I call him Jorge, also known as George.
Loves food and will just eat anything, but good food you like really appreciate, and you love exploring flavors. It's not like the bland, like I just want this over and over and over again. And you love Filipino food, which is such a big bonus to me, because I don't know what I'd do if I was gonna end up with someone who didn't like Filipino food. Like, what will I cook them?
Air. You cook them cook them some fried air. I think another thing is organized. Jerry is so organized, and my life is not. Like, I give her access to my email account because I'm horrible with what it's called, like management. Just Jerry will be like, hey, you need to pay this bill, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I knew that, but secretly I didn't even know it was there. So Jerry's like so good with organization and just sort of
his email is linked to mine, because like people would flip at this, like you're not even married and she controls you, but the truth is like we have almost gotten in trouble so many times from like important meetings or like things that we had to get done that was attached to his email, and he had no clue. And luckily I saw the email and I'm like, hey, like Jaden, do you remember this day we have to do this or that? And then he'll be like, oh, true. Like he's like, where did you see that? Like, how did you know? And I'm like,
it's your turn.
oh, I have said so much though.
Yeah, so do we. How about
So do we.
So do
Alright,
me.
so did we meet?
Me and George.
Well, hope you enjoyed this vlog and you know, it really helps me when we're going through a tough time to just focus on what I am grateful for in the relationship and in the other person, and it just completely switches things, and then all of a sudden the little things that are driving me up the wall don't drive me up the wall anymore, because I'm like, you know what, all these key things are more important to me that Jaden already has. And so, like, especially how much, I didn't mention how much Jaden just loves God, which is like a cliche thing from a Christian couple, like, I love them because they love God. But like, it's so important. Like when you're going through a rough time, just convince yourself of the things, or remind yourselves that you're grateful for these more important matters, like with your family and all that, and it just changes so much, and it will get you through whatever. And prayer will get you through so much, so much. So we're grateful for God and for all our friends and family, and hope you enjoyed this vlog. Hope this didn't like cringe you guys out, but I mean, if it did, then I'm sorry. I am not sorry. I really don't care. Do you care?
No, pretty fun.
Yeah, I think so.
I hope you enjoyed.
Alright, bye. Bye-bye. Like and subscribe down wherever it is.
Are you gonna even do it?
No. Bye.
They can't take